Hey, happy Thursday. I'm outside, so it's going to be a little bit noisy. I just needed this. It's been a long week. I'm exhausted. We've got a lot of stuff going on, and so this was kind of an important time for me to kind of recenter myself. I have a lot going on, and hopefully I can piece it together so it can make a little bit of sense. I remember when my boys were younger trying to teach them skills like riding a bike, driving a car. I taught both of them how to drive a stick. And in that learning experience, you had to put some very specific detailed processes in place. When you ride a bike, it's sit this way and put this foot on the pedal and put this one on the ground, and all of the things that you know from riding a bike. For driving a standard transmission, it was the same way. You've got three pedals, you've only got 2 feet. Here's how you negotiate that: hands, the shift lever, all of those kind of things. And so you have to stick to those processes and those details until it becomes a little bit more comfortable. And then after that, you don't have to quite use those as much as you normally do, that you've got some freedom to move past those things. The reason why those came to mind this morning, here's a separate thought that I'm going to pull in, is when I came out of the house this morning, because of all the rain we'd gotten last night from Sally, 5 inches, we have a butterfly bush in the front yard that normally stands up, and the butterflies and the hummingbirds love it, but it was laid down on the sidewalk, just completely flat on the sidewalk. And the rain had just kind of pressed it to the ground. I know you can hear that. I'm going to let it go by. And it's just part of what we do. And the butterfly bush was laying down, and I thought, wow, that is not how it's supposed to be. It is way down in a way that's unnatural for it. And the reason why I thought about that is because I think sometimes sticking to processes when you're ready to move on will weigh you down like that. And thinking in the church, we've got religion. And religion is the structure that we as humans create from scriptural teachings that help you find God. And so there's practices that we kind of adhere to early on to help you develop the skills to get into God's presence on your own. The problem is there's a tendency to hyper-focus on the religion and the processes and forget the experience with God. I can't imagine now that if I was sitting next to my boys while they were driving, that I would continually tell them to, where are your hands? Are you doing your feet just right? Are you looking in that mirror? Are you making sure? They've got it now. They don't need to practice those things anymore. And I think sometimes we in the church will hyper-focus on the religion part, the part that we create, rather than creating experience for you to find God and then just be in that moment. I think that's why Jesus said in Matthew these words. In translations that we're more familiar with, he said, come to me, all of you who are burdened and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Eugene Peterson in the Message says this, come learn the unforced rhythms of grace. I won't put anything ill-fitting on you. And what Jesus was saying is this religion that was supposed to help you find God becomes the end in and of itself, that you're just practicing the religion and you're missing what it's supposed to be doing, and it's become a heavy burden. It's weighing you down, and you're not experiencing the freedom that's supposed to come from those things. And so I realized in the church, through this pandemic and all that we're going through, we've got to find a way to help you experience God without making you do the stuff. The stuff can be important, it can help you in certain situations in your life, but the purpose isn't to do the stuff. The purpose is to have this transcendent experience with the creator of everything. So we're trying to figure it out. We are still your church. We're trying to figure out what it looks like to use those things that we know that are true to help you find the freedom and the unforced rhythms of grace to experience God. Now, we still have a place that we have to take care of. We had to replace 3 HVAC motors. We have some leaks in the building from the rain last night. So we still have things to take care of here. But our calling is not to prop this up. We have a responsibility to it, and we're going to take care of it. But that's not what it's about. Our calling is to help you find God. And so that's what we are committed to, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to say this: be encouraged. We don't know what it looks like, and we don't know how it's going to happen, but we know that it's there, and we've just got to find it. So stay with us. We're excited. We're encouraged. It's hard. But we know that there's this life that God is calling us to that's more than just doing the things. It's having this great experience with God daily. So join us. Sunday, we're going to be virtual still. We're still trying to work through a lot of the things that are going on behind the scenes. But it'll all be new material. We're still in our relationship series. We're going to talk about conflict, so join us for that. If you are in a place where you can help us out financially, we would so appreciate it to take care of some things that we have to take care of here. And then some ministry events that you'll hear about in the next several weeks. Thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for joining with us on this journey. It's going to be an exciting one in the future. So, have a great day. See you Sunday. Take care of each other. And we'll see you.